like something noticed you before you noticed it. Not danger exactly, not even fear at first, just awareness. That's how it started. Title of this story: The Scarface in Texas. Followed us home. We were somewhere in Texas, middle of nowhere, the kind of road that stretches so long it feels fake. Just dry land, scattered trees, and that heavy, empty sky pressing down on everything. It was late, not midnight yet, but dark enough that your headlights feel like the only real thing left in the world. There were 4 of us in the car. Me, my girlfriend Tasha, my cousin Darnell, and his friend Victor. We'd just left a small roadside bar, nothing crazy, just drinks, music, people trying too hard to forget where they were. The kind of place where locals stare a little too long, and outsiders don't stay too late. We stayed longer than we should have. That matters later. At first, the drive was normal. Music low, windows cracked, the road humming under the tires. Then Victor said something. "Yo, did you see that?" We all looked up. "See what?" Darnell asked. Victor leaned forward, staring through the windshield. "Back there, on the side of the road." I checked the rearview mirror. Nothing. Just darkness swallowing everything behind us. "What was it?" I asked. Victor didn't answer right away. Then he said it slowly. "Looked like a man." That alone wasn't strange. What was strange was the way he said it. Not unsure, not curious, certain and uneasy. Tasha shifted in her seat. "A man doing what?" Victor hesitated, standing too still. Nobody laughed, not even Darnell. We kept driving, but something had already changed. You could feel it. That quiet kind of tension that settles in without permission, like the air itself got heavier. Then, about 5 minutes later, we saw him again. He was standing on the shoulder, same side of the road, same posture, completely still, like he'd been placed there. I slowed down without thinking, not fully stopping, just enough to see. And that's when the headlights hit his face. I wish they hadn't. It wasn't just a scar, it was wrong. His face looked like it had been torn open and stitched back without care. One side pulled tight, the other sagging, the skin uneven, shiny in places, like it had healed badly, or not finished healing at all. But it wasn't just the damage. It was the way he looked at us. He didn't blink, didn't react to the lights, didn't move. He just watched, like he'd been waiting. Tasha grabbed my arm. "Keep driving." I did, but as we passed him, Victor twisted around in his seat. He turned his head. Darnell snapped, "Man, stop." "I'm serious," Victor said. He didn't move his body, just his head. I didn't look. I didn't want to confirm it, because something in me already believed it. We drove faster after that. Nobody said anything for a while. Then Tasha asked the question nobody wanted to say out loud. How did he get ahead of us? Silence, because there was no answer. That road had no turns, no intersections, no way for someone on foot to appear ahead of us again, unless he wasn't walking. We told ourselves it was nothing, just someone weird, just our imagination filling in the gaps. That's what people do when reality doesn't make sense. They shrink it, make it manageable, but then we saw him again, and this time, he was closer to the road, closer to us, standing just at the edge of the headlights. Same posture, same stillness, same face, only now he was smiling, not wide, Not exaggerated, just enough to show he knew something we didn't. I didn't slow down this time. I sped up. Darnell started swearing under his breath. Victor kept watching him disappear behind us again. "He's not walking," he said. "Then what?" I snapped. Victor didn't answer, because whatever the answer was, we didn't want it. The rest of the drive felt wrong, like we weren't just leaving something behind. We were being allowed to leave. There's a difference, and deep down, we all felt it. We got back to the house around 1 a.m. It was Darnell's place, small, quiet neighborhood, the kind where nothing ever happens, or at least, that's what it felt like before that night. We parked, sat in the car for a second longer than normal, like stepping out meant something would change. Eventually, we went inside, locked the doors, checked the windows, tried to shake it off. Tasha turned on the TV, but nobody was really watching. Victor kept pacing. Darnell grabbed a drink. I tried to act normal. Then came the knock. 3 taps, slow, even. Everyone froze. Nobody moved. The knock came again. Same rhythm. Tasha whispered, "Don't open it." Darnell nodded. "I'm not." But he stepped closer to the door anyway, like something was pulling him. "Who is it?" he called out. No answer, just silence. Then, a third knock, softer this time, almost patient. Victor shook his head. "Don't do it." But Darnell was already reaching for the handle. And I swear, right before he opened it, I felt it. That same awareness from the road, like something on the other side already knew us. The door opened, and there was nothing. Empty porch, still night. No footsteps, no movement, no one walking away. Just nothing. Darnell stepped outside, looked around. "Yo, stop," I said, but he ignored me. Walked a few steps out, checked the yard, the street. Nothing. Victor stayed inside, staring at the doorway. "Close it," he said quietly. Darnell came back in, locked the door, tried to laugh it off. Kids probably messing around. But his voice didn't believe that. Neither did mine. We all knew that wasn't kids. That was something else. And it had found us. We tried to sleep, or at least pretend to. I lay there next to Tasha, staring at the ceiling. Every little noise felt amplified. Every shadow felt intentional. Then, around 3 a.m., Tasha grabbed my arm hard. "Don't move." My chest tightened. "What?" Her voice barely came out. "The window." I turned my head slowly, and there he was, standing outside, right up against the glass, the scarred face pressed close enough to distort, eyes wide, unblinking, watching us, smiling that same quiet smile. I couldn't breathe, couldn't move, couldn't even process how he got there without making a sound. Then, he lifted his hand and tapped the glass. Once, soft, deliberate, like he was saying hello. Tasha buried her face into me. I shut my eyes, and when I opened them again, he was gone. Morning came, but it didn't feel like relief. It felt like a pause, like something had stepped back, but not left. We checked outside. No footprints, no signs, nothing. Just like the road, just like the door. Like he existed only when we were looking. Victor refused to stay. He packed up and left immediately. Didn't even say goodbye properly. Just said one thing before he walked out. He wasn't following us. We looked at him. "What do you mean?" I asked. Victor shook his head. "We brought him with us. Then he left. And something about that felt true. Things didn't go back to normal. Not even close. Doors would unlock on their own. Windows left open that we knew we closed. Soft tapping sounds at night. Always in threes. Always spaced out. And every now and then, you'd catch it in reflections, mirrors, dark screens. That face, just for a second. Watching, waiting, getting closer each time. Tasha stopped sleeping. Darnell started drinking more. I tried to rationalize it, tried to make it make sense. But the truth was simple, and worse than anything logical. He wasn't outside anymore. He was inside, not the house, not physically. Something else, something deeper. About a week later, it ended, or maybe it didn't. Depends how you look at it. We were all in the living room, lights on, TV loud, trying to drown it out. Then the power cut. Everything went dark, instantly, and in that silence, we heard it. Footsteps, inside the house, slow, dragging, moving toward us. Nobody spoke, nobody moved. Then, a voice, not loud, not clear, but close. "You saw me first." My blood ran cold, because that wasn't true. We didn't see him first. He saw us. He always did. And that's when I understood. We didn't cross his path. We were chosen. After that night, I left. Didn't stay to figure it out. Didn't stay to fight it. Some things aren't meant to be understood. Darnell moved too. Tasha changed. She doesn't talk about it anymore. Refuses to. But sometimes, when she thinks I'm not looking, she stares at reflective surfaces a little too long, like she's expecting something to stare back. As for me, I still think about that road, that moment in the headlights, that face, and the worst part, it's not the scar. It's not the silence. It's not even the way he followed us home. It's this. I don't think he ever left, because every now and then, late at night, when everything is quiet, I hear it. 3 soft taps, not on the door, not on the window, but somewhere closer, and I already know, if I ever turn and see him again, he won't be outside.